5 days is long enough for your kids to start second-guessing your authority. 3 days into that, my son walked up to me. He was like, hey, so why we gotta listen to you?
Listen, guy, you seem to want to be a comedian. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm an equal opportunity employer.
It shook me out of my stuck state. I was like, hey, wait a minute. Shaq can't fit no Buick LaCroix.
Ever heard of the name Charlie Murphy? Well, he wasn't just Eddie Murphy's brother. He was the kind of guy who could make you laugh until your sides hurt, but he also had a reputation that sent shivers down Hollywood's spine. Imagine a funny man who could crack jokes one moment and make you tremble the next. His comedy wasn't just funny, it was electrifying.
Right. I've been working since then, clocking dough, you understand? I threw what none of them make in a year in their face back to them. And the next day I was in Vegas at the House of Blues and I got a standing ovation. We booed you, so what?
But
so
somebody
what?
tell
The
me
reality is this.
Charlie didn't just tell jokes, he owned the stage. His stories were raw, unapologetic, and downright hilarious. But beneath the laughter lurked something darker, a sense of danger that kept everyone on edge. You never knew what he was going to say or do next, and that's what made him so thrilling.
Our very first show, a woman said, hey, you can't talk like that around here. I was like, really? And I walked in here and said, comedy club above the door in that tabernacle. So dude.
Back in the day, when streets were tough and life was rough, Charlie ruled them all. He wasn't famous for his jokes or his acting skills like his brother Eddie. No, Charlie was known for something else entirely. He was the most feared thug around. He walked the streets with an air of authority, and nobody dared to challenge him. Even the famous celebrity, Chuck D, talked about growing up with both of them on the street in an interview.
You grew up with Eddie Murphy and Charlie Murphy.
Down the street, right down the block.
But what made Charlie Murphy so terrifying? Was it his size, his strength, or something deeper? In this video, we're going to deep into the life of Charlie Murphy, uncovering the secrets behind his reign of laughter and terror. From his early days on the streets, this was a guy that could make you roll on the floor in laughter. But he was also a guy that handles business when he means business, if you know what I mean. He was truly the most feared thug of comedy. And we have all the details for you today. So buckle up, because this is going to be one wild ride through the world of Charlie Murphy. Growing up in the Bushwick neighborhood of Brooklyn, New York, Charlie's life wasn't easy. His mom, Lillian, worked as a phone operator, and his dad, Charles Edward Murphy, was a police officer and liked making people laugh. But when Charlie was just 5, his parents split up. Things got even tougher when his dad was unalived by his girlfriend. Charlie was only 10 years old then. Charlie had to step up and become the man of the house way too soon. His mom got sick with tuberculosis and had to stay in the hospital. While she was there, Charlie and his little brother, Eddie, had to stay with a lady named Mrs. Jenkins. But Mrs. Jenkins wasn't very nice to Charlie. She treated him badly, even hitting him sometimes.
Miss Jenkins. Miss Jenkins, my brother said, if I was walking down the street and I see Miss Jenkins now in the face.
Life wasn't fair to Charlie and Eddie, but they stuck together through it all. Their mom eventually got better, and she remarried. But Charlie's early years were full of tough times and struggles. Despite everything, Charlie never gave up. He kept going, and he found a way to make people laugh just like his dad did. Charlie Murphy's story is one of hardship, but also of resilience and strength. Despite the tough times in his childhood, when Charlie was just 9, he got a cool chance in a movie. Imagine he was part of The Landlord in 1970, directed by Hal Ashby. In one scene, he and a friend got busted by Beau Bridges for nabbing hubcaps. Eddie Murphy told Rolling Stone in 2011 that Charlie was definitely the tougher brother as they grew up. Charlie was in and even now, Charlie's like an extra ultra macho. He has a black belt in karate. I got through a lot of school because the kids knew I was his brother. You don't with Eddie, his brother will unalive you. Charlie was a really tough guy.
Know how to do a Chicago ridge hand.
What,
he's
like
talking about some karate?
Charlie Murphy's life took many twists and turns before he found fame and success as a comedian. Growing up on Long Island, he was once part of a known as King Python, where he earned the nickname Lil Boss. But his association with led him down a dangerous path, culminating in a stint in jail for
Brother was in all the you know, he'd come in the house, he was say hi.
In his memoir, The Making of a Stand-Up Guy, Murphy candidly recounts the impulsive decision that landed him behind bars for 10 months. However, it was during this time that he realized he needed to make a change. As soon as he was released, Murphy took a decisive step forward by enlisting in the U.S. Navy at just 18 years old. Reflecting on this important moment, he later remarked, "That's when I became a man." The military provided Murphy with the structure and discipline he lacked in his earlier years. In the military, the reason you take the right path is they eliminate other choices, he explained. It was precisely this guidance and direction that he needed to set him on the right track. After 6 years of service, Murphy returned to civilian life, seeking a new direction. He found himself working as a security guard for his younger brother, Eddie Murphy, who had risen to fame as a comedian. While he cherished the opportunity to support his brother, Murphy felt restless in his role. Being there to support someone else is cool if you're a troop, but I'm a general. I like being out in front, he shared.
Charlie, what would you say was your favorite memory of being a bodyguard?
My favorite memory of being a bodyguard was probably whipping somebody's ass. I don't know. That's the best part of the job.
Eddie's bodyguard when Eddie was like right at the height of his stuff. But Charlie was like martial arts, but everything that he said, it was the truth.
Driven by his desire to forge his own path, Murphy made a bold move by leaving his security job to pursue his passion for writing. It was during this period of transition that he penned his first film script, laying the groundwork for his future success in the entertainment industry. There's no question that Charlie Murphy had some serious writing chops. He started working on screenplays to serve as vehicles for his brother and helped write both Vampire in Brooklyn and Norbit. According to Charlie, the very first movie he ever wrote, entitled The Peddler, was purchased by Paramount in the 80s. It was intended to be a movie for Eddie, but was never produced. Charlie Murphy didn't plan to be an actor at first. He actually started out as a writer. He wrote stories and scripts to make some money, but it wasn't enough to support him forever. So he decided to try acting again. His first big role came in a movie called CB4 in 1993. He played a club owner named Gusto. After that, he appeared in lots of TV shows and movies, more than 50 of them. But writing was Charlie's real talent. He was great at it. He wrote scripts for his brother Eddie's movies like Vampire in Brooklyn and Norbit. He even wrote a movie called The Peddler, which was supposed to be for Eddie too, but it never got made. Then, in 2003, Charlie got a big chance. He became a writer for a new TV show called Chappelle's Show. They asked for him specifically because they knew he was funny. Charlie came in and showed them what he could do. He created something called Charlie Murphy's True Hollywood Stories, which everyone loved. It became one of the best parts of the whole show.
Walk the streets of New York out there. What is the thing that fans are most likely to shout at you from the Chappelle Show?
Charlie Murphy! That's what they all shout, man. They all shout it.
After Chappelle's Show became really popular, Charlie's career took off. He got more opportunities to write and act in all sorts of things. Even though Charlie Murphy didn't plan to be an actor at first, he found success in both writing and acting. His talent and hard work paid off, and he became well known for making people laugh.
Well, Charlie was older than me, and I had one of my homeboys, was in the class, and they would come back with the exploits of Charlie Murphy every day, saying what he did in class. And so therefore I was a fan of Charlie Murphy.
Now, remember that hilarious basketball story from Charlie Murphy about playing against Prince? Turns out it was true. Yup, the iconic musician loved having a good laugh and didn't mind showing off his skills on the court. But did you know Charlie Murphy was more than just a funny storyteller? Before he hit it big in Hollywood, he dipped his toes in the music scene, helping manage a hip-hop group called the K9 Posse. Oh, and he even wrote and produced some of their tracks. You can catch a glimpse of him in their music video for This Beat is Military. But wait, there's more. Charlie Murphy wasn't just about music and comedy. He was also a talented voice actor. You might have heard his voice in movies like Norbit or in the popular video game Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And if you're a fan of animated shows, you might recognize his voice as the hilarious Ed Wunkler III from The Boondocks. Yup, He brought that character to life with his wit and improvisation, making us laugh till our sides hurt. It's not just about his career, though. Charlie Murphy's personal life had its ups and downs. He's survived by his famous brother Eddie Murphy, his half-brother Vernon Lynch, Jr., and a bunch of other family members. Sadly, his wife Tisha Taylor Murphy passed away in 2009 after a tough battle with cervical cancer. They had 2 kids together, and Charlie also had another child from a previous relationship. Charlie sadly battled leukemia in secret. This illness, a type of cancer, didn't stop him from pursuing his passion for acting. Reports suggest that he kept his condition hidden from most people, including his colleagues on the show Power, only confiding in close friends and family. TMZ, a popular news outlet, revealed that Charlie had been undergoing chemotherapy, a tough treatment for leukemia. Even though he was fighting a tough battle, Charlie didn't give up on his work. He joined the cast of the TV series Power, showing his dedication to his craft. Power, a show aired on Starz, announced Charlie's role as Marshall Williams, a prison guard. Despite his health struggles, Charlie managed to film parts of the show. IMDb, a website for movie and TV information, listed him for at least 4 episodes in the upcoming season. Charlie's death surprised many. Those who knew about his illness thought he was getting better. This news saddened fans and colleagues alike. Charlie's talent and resilience left a lasting impact on the entertainment industry. Leukemia, the disease Charlie battled, is a type of cancer affecting the blood and bone marrow. It can make a person feel very sick and weak. Chemotherapy, the treatment Charlie underwent, is a powerful medicine used to fight cancer. It often comes with side effects, making it a challenging journey for patients. Despite his fame, Charlie faced his illness quietly. He didn't want pity or sympathy. He wanted to keep entertaining people. His dedication to his work and his strength in the face of illness are inspiring. Charlie's story reminds us of the importance of resilience and determination. Even when facing tough times, he continued to pursue his dreams. His legacy lives on through his work and the impact he made on those who knew him. In June 2017, fans got to see Charlie in his final performances on Power. It's a bittersweet reminder of his talent and the courage he showed during his battle with leukemia. Though he may be gone, Charlie Murphy will always be remembered for his laughter, his talent, and his bravery in the face of adversity. So, whether he was making us laugh with his Prince basketball story, managing a hip-hop group, or voicing memorable characters, Charlie Murphy left his mark in the entertainment world. He might be gone, but his humor and talent will always be remembered. Here's to you, Charlie. Thanks for all the laughs and memories. That's all for today. Until next time, thanks for watching.